joy of RCL Enterprises. Are higher electric rates crunching your budget? Now you can save thousands off your electric bill with solar.
Don't let high electric bills become part of your new normal. Meet RCL, your local dependable solar company. Our worry-free process with small-time commitment equals big-time savings for years to come.
For 3 generations, we have provided impeccable customer service and attention to detail. Call RCL. Let our family help yours.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Brittany Trumpy here. We are tracking our first round of kind of messy winter weather that's on the way starting tomorrow afternoon and continuing into Wednesday morning. We have our winter weather or our winter storm watch that goes into effect tomorrow afternoon, goes all the way through to at least 1 o'clock on Wednesday as we see that first round of snow and a little bit of some ice mix in. Then we have multiple systems after that for this week and for this weekend as we see more moisture roll across our area. But let's focus on one thing at a time. Overnight tonight, we just have some clouds building in overhead, temperatures falling into the 20s, so a very cold night ahead. Tomorrow you're starting off, you're waking up, and you're already seeing some clouds just kind of stubbornly camped out overhead. So the whole first half of the day tomorrow, you're just cold, cloudy, and a little on the gray side. Then as we roll into kind of 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that's when all the activity starts to ramp up. So here's the event time. If you're living in the Philly metro, you're a little bit on a delay. We're going to see that activity start to kind of form down to the south and then slowly lift up to the north. So our shore communities, mainland, you get to see some of that activity a little bit early on. And like I said, this is mostly just a snow event, the one exception being a tiny little bit of some sleet and some mix as we look forward down the shore kind of Wednesday morning, but it does look to be brief overall. We are mostly concerned just about snow. We're going to see a widespread 4 inches for most spots across our area. Now we are going to have a few locations that overperform, and I'll show you a map in just a couple of minutes where we could see closer to maybe 6 inches, but we're also going to have a few locations as you drift a little bit further up to the north and the west where that number starts to come down a little bit. So for the bulk of our population, the bulk of our region, we're looking at that 2 to 4 inch total. So stretching all the way from Toms River back through Hamilton, through Philadelphia, through Salem, back towards Wilmington and into Maryland. We're going to hit that sweet spot of 2 to 4 inches. You travel just north of the city or up towards Trenton, and those numbers will start to come down just a little bit. 2 to 4 inches for Philadelphia, Trenton 1 to 3 inches. Now, the further south and the further east you go, that's where we run into our potential for some higher totals. So for the bulk of Cape May, Atlantic, and Cumberland County, you're going to be in that sweet spot of 4 to 6 inches. Then a small little part of Ocean and Burlington County included in that as well. But within this white shaded area, kind of in this little spot of South Jersey where there's a lot of pine trees, we could see some isolated over 6 inch totals just with where those heavier bands set up. As far as the travel impacts, again, all the way through till maybe 3, 4 o'clock, you're good to go. After that, you have first just some wet roadways, and then really the snow starts to pile up by about 6 or 7 o'clock. So it's during the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning that we start, or early into Wednesday morning, that we start to really see the biggest impact on those roadways. As far as everything from a bird's eye view, again, we have that high pressure for tomorrow morning, but we are still on the cloudy side. Activity starts further down to the south and pushes up to the north. By about 6 o'clock is when we start to see the snow actually pile up on those surfaces. Again, a lot of the heavier bands setting up further down to the south. All the way through till midnight, we're dealing with just some snow showers, a quick little mix over, again, right along the coast where we have that warmer water. That's where we're going to see that quick little mix into sleet and maybe a little bit of a wintry mix. And again, that's for Wednesday morning. Then we kind of quiet down just briefly for Wednesday afternoon before we see more moisture roll in Wednesday night and into Thursday. Now the activity that rolls in Wednesday night and into Thursday, that looks to be a little bit on the warmer end, so we're dealing with a little bit more of a wintry mix, some rain and some sleet. We dry out for our Friday, and then we have another round of rain and sleet on the way for this weekend.